Okay, we'll start recording here. Hey everyone, welcome to this Born to Stand Out Spotlight. We are so excited. I am so excited to have Jessica here. We've overcome technical difficulties, as you can see and hear both of us. So make sure the sound on your phone's down. I can hear the, oh, maybe it's on mine.
It's yours.
I am so excited to have you. Love it. Okay, I'm talking everywhere. Yay. Okay, well, as people are hopping on, I want to say hello to them. But I just want to jump right into it because I know so many people are going to be listening to this on the replay. And I'm really just excited to have you here. I've loved getting to know you over the last, I guess, 5-6 months. We've known each other, but I'm going to give you guys just a little tip, or I guess secret, into Jessica. There are many personality types in the world, and if you know anything about me, I'm completely obsessed with learning about people's personalities, learning how their brain works, whether it be my spouse. Even last night, I was up till like midnight taking another color personality test that my friend posted. Because I absolutely love it. I love getting to know how people work. And one of the things that we did early on in Born to Stand Out was a personality test that I had come across. And Jessica and I have the exact same personality type. So there's a little secret that you didn't know. It's really, really cool to see how different people are attracted to different people. And typically it's not the same. So I was surprised and excited to get to work with somebody that like kind of thinks like I do. So I think that that's really, really cool. And I'm excited for you guys to get to hear her story, but let's just jump into it. Jessica, what made you decide to be a part of B2SO?
I really, for one, I was attracted to your brand. Of course, that's what brings everybody in. But I knew that I needed something. I was missing something. I had been being my own CEO for, I would say, about 6 to 8 months. And I was getting traction, but in this world, there's so many people and it is so hard to stand out. And I knew that this is something that I wanted to be my career. So I knew that I had to take the proper steps and really find an extra resource, those extra tools that would help me along my journey. And so just seeing you and being a part of a few of your free webinars, I connected with you and I knew that this would be a great fit for where I was at that time.
That's awesome. One thing that I can say about Jessica, you guys, is that I got a little one next to me. One thing that I can say about her is that you are incredibly committed to the process. You were the person who showed up for everything, never missed anything. And I think that that's really showed. Your brand has taken off. It's amazing and gorgeous, and it is standing out in a whole different way than it ever was before. So I'm so excited about that. But what were your favorite parts about the course itself or working together?
I discovered so much about me that I really didn't know. I think that was the biggest part, and that you say, you just said that my brand's changed so much from the beginning. I've had several people that I work with even make those comments of, oh my goodness, your posts look so different, your pictures look different. And so to see, people from the outside seeing that as well is so rewarding. But I would say, just discovering really who I was and what my real passion was, because from what I started doing at the beginning of B2SO has totally changed to where I'm at now. And so, that's a huge, thing that totally blew my mind. I didn't expect that at all.
That's so awesome. So, one of my goals is that without telling anybody, that people see change in my clients and they see something birthed that they that stands out, that they come to them saying, what are you doing? Or like, what's all this about? Or whatever it is. And so to hear those comments, it really does make me excited, because that's exactly what I want for all of you guys, is to be making that impact around people who you don't even necessarily know, because that's this amazing space online, and building a brand that grabs so much attention from, you know, friends to, you know, strangers every single day with what you're doing. So I think that that's super awesome. So I want to dive into more about your story, kind of your background, where you live, if you want to talk about, you know, your kids, just we want to get to know more of Jessica on the inside.
Okay, first, just a little bit about me. I live in Kansas, and I'm married, and we have 2 boys, and they're 8 and 9, so I'm pretty busy dealing with them all the time and all the craziness that involves, especially with boys. Yeah. Let's see, I do have my bachelor's in psychology, so I think that's where I really connect with a lot of this stuff. It's always been my passion, and I've always enjoyed helping other people. So this all kind of fits, and finally feel, you know, that I found my way in this world and what I was put here for. So I do have another job that I do work. It's my JOB is what I call it. So I am very busy doing all that. But let's see, I really started
in your job, what do you do?
I work for a company that is contracted by the state of Kansas for their Medicaid program. So I do member outreach and different community events and things like that. So I am able to work from home. So that makes a lot of things possible, is that, you know, I am able to kind of juggle that, but then again, you never get away from work or home. So, but I enjoy it. Well, I enjoy being home. So, but it's nice. You know, it's just one of those things that pays the bills, and you've got to do what you got to do until you find, you know, your way in life and where you're really supposed to be.
Well, I think that you found it. So I don't think that job will be taking up most or much of your time for very long. So I'm super excited for you. And just the way that you've been able to do both, I think, is inspiring to many. So a lot of people think when you're already in a 9-to-5 job, or you're spending hours at work, how do you have enough for both? And how do you have enough for both and be a mom and be there for your family? So you have definitely, you know, balanced, if that's even a word, because really it's just called just freaking doing it, which I tell you,
yeah, juggling.
You are juggling it, and you have made it happen just by putting in the time that you needed to. And it hasn't been easy, no, but it's a dream of yours, and you are, you know, going out there and making it happen. So let's talk about this business and brand that you've created, and the services and how you offer help to people now.
Okay, basically, you know, something I've lived through myself, just going to work every day, being a mom, which I love being a mom, but you have those times where you're just like, you know, is this really it? Like, is this why I'm here? Is just to go to work and come home, cook dinner, laundry, you know, blah, 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 and go to bed. And I was feeling so dissatisfied with that. And I was, you know, going to, you know, we would hang out with friends and doing all those bad habits and things like that. And I just knew, you know, this wasn't it. And if I'm suffering with this and dealing with this, I'm definitely not the only one. So you know, I've taken this long journey, discovering what I really want. I would look back in college, I traveled, I lived all over the United States. I would just pick up and go. And so I knew I had that adventurous side in me, that, you know, all those life experiences weren't just for nothing. Mm-hmm. And so, So really, as I've taken these steps, and realize, there's so many other moms out there and other women that are dealing with this. And it really was heavy on my heart to share my story and share the steps that I took to get me to where I am and where I'm continuing to go, and show other women that it is possible. You don't have to just be stuck in that 9 to 5, or just being at home all the time, just being a mom. You can live out your dreams and also have your home life, and get paid for just being you. I think that's the best part, is I don't have to put on a fake persona or fit a a specific mold. I can just be me and help and serve other women to do the same for themselves. Well, that's kind of where
you have incredible, powerful gifts within you. And you realize that every other woman out there does too. So to be able to empower them and find what that is, and then find how they could serve the world, how they could make a living doing it. You guys, the space of online entrepreneurship and the way that you can serve in the world is limitless. It's open to anybody and anything. And so we've talked so much about that, because I think we all at times have been stuck in this came up, I think, in somebody else's interview, the just the mom line. And it's like, since when did just a mom become such a bad thing? But it's this mindset around, oh my goodness, like we're stuck, like we can't dream. We've got to just do what it takes. One day, like it's just survival, right? Like the t-shirt that says Hot Mess Express, and you're just like, oh, like that's what life's going to be like the whole time while you have kids at home. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be, right. It doesn't have to look perfect and glamorous, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be bad. Like you can be so fulfilled in your career, your business, and spending the time with your kids. And so I think it's so cool. So tell us about like your actual program. How's someone going to work with you? What's it actually going to look like, the specifics?
My program, my big title is Unleash You. So is basically connecting with women that want to rediscover who they really are, those qualities that we were born with, and those passions and desires that we were born with, that a lot of times get suppressed after just living life and dealing with the day-to-day stuff. So it's rediscovering those and digging them up and bringing them back out. And then really going from there after discovering them and creating a path to make those happen. And really working together and being that support system for them. And a lot of times that outside opinion or view helps out so much. I know it really did in my case, connecting, having a coach, and having somebody help with those hard questions. I remember several times through B2SO, you asked me some hard questions that I never even thought of, or even easy questions that I never even thought of. Yeah. Even on our very first discovery call before I even signed up, just that, I was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. And, it's sad to say, like, I don't know where I would be at if I didn't take these extra steps. So to be there to help other women go through this process and to make their dreams their reality, and for them to live the life that they really want to live while incorporating their family, whatever they want for their career, and putting that all into a package is what my program is designed to do. So I'm actually doing a webinar on August 19th, and it's called Unleash Your Wild Side. So we're going to just go over a few simple steps on how to start that process and just hopefully ignite that fire within women that really know or really feel like there's more to life than what they're doing right now.
That is so incredible. I think it is so needed. Like you said, this is something that I think about all the time. I've fallen in love with the industry of coaching and what it can mean for people's lives, the real results, the real stories, like you just said. I don't know where I would be without this. I know your clients are going to feel the exact same way. Like, thankfully, Jessica came into my life with Unleash You right whenever she did, because it's helped me, you know, in so many ways, and they'll be able to tell that story. But something that really sticks out in my mind about coaching in itself is that the same mind that created the story can't get you unstuck out of it. Okay,
Right.
so if you're telling yourself, I'm just a mom, or this is just going to be my life, someday, one day, I hope, all these words that people use a lot, instead of stepping into that power, it's so hard to unstick yourself, because you have built up that story. You have, you know, made those compromises. You've played small. You're talking to yourself every day. And, you know, there's tons of personal development out there, and there's tons of things that you can read, but does that get you unstuck? And so that's something that we've shared a lot, you know, within the group as coaches, that somebody needs a human being and a person to ask those questions, to hold them accountable, to move them forward. Or if not, they're going to be stuck thinking with the same monster that created the current reality they're living in, you know, which is really being unfulfilled, and, you know, thinking, oh my gosh, this is how life's going to be, and all of that. So I know you're going to serve a huge purpose, just getting to be that person to help that person through those, overcoming that mindset and those stories. And you have just such a strong desire to serve and really be there with people. I know that they'll be super, super connected with you. So tell us how, okay, so the webinar is happening on August 19th. You'll pop a link below this video where somebody can register for that. But how else could somebody connect with you, follow you, get to know you better, if they wanted to?
Okay, well, of course on Facebook or Instagram, but Facebook is mainly where I'm at. Awesome. I have my personal page on there, of course, and then I have my Unleash You group that I've just started. So that way I'm starting to plug women in there and have those extra resources and ways that women can connect together. I also have a like page that is more about my weight loss and fitness journey, but it also is about being fit mentally as well. So that's my Simple Fitness Mama page. But that also, you know, like I said, focuses a lot on the nutrition and fitness side of it. But my Unleash You group is really where I'm excited to start getting women plugged in and connected with each other, and to really start that journey and just to be there for each other. So it's women crave that connection and accountability and just that communication. So I'm really excited to have that, and for a place where women can feel safe and open up and communicate with each other. So
super amazing. I'm excited for you and that group. We didn't even really talk about Jessica's story and her weight loss journey and her, you know, fitness. That's been a huge part of her life and who she is today, and really how this, you know, superstar is kind of busting out of shell after shell after shell, but that's just a small part of your journey. And so you really kind of played a little bit small behind the, this is what I'm supposed to help people do, but I don't really totally love it. So I just have to commend you for, you know, sharing your deepest desire and your way to serve kind of without that. And that will be an amazing tool belt. You are educated in that. You know about it. You have lived it. You are a testimony of that. But there's so much more outside of it. And so I'm so glad that you're diving into that and you're going to help people with that. It's going to be super, super amazing. I can't wait to see all of that take place. So thanks for hopping on with me today, sharing If you guys want to attend Jessica's webinar, get registered for that. The link will be below. To unleash your wild side. Doesn't that sound amazing? For anyone saying, I'm just a mom, that probably just screams their name. So I love it. All right, I'll talk to you soon, you guys. Thanks for joining.
All right, bye.
Bye.